Check it out, it's your boy Bud Light. We got another light news special. Some things came up. I wasn't going to do a special today, but some things came up. And basically, we going to get on it. Okay, now we got T.I. Remember, he got, back in the day, probably like last year, a couple years ago, him and his wife was accused of some sexual allegations, some different type of things, some captivity type of different things. Basically, the girls are saying that him and his wife, they take advantage of them, they get them drunk and drugged up, and they do what they do. But most people that got a little sense realize that him and his wife, they stars, they on TV. They got that star power. They like to do what they do. God bless them. They got a relationship. Nothing's happy. Who knows who's happy? Nobody's happy. But they've been together for a minute. And they get their girls and they do what they do. And the girls, I'm sure, consent. That's my opinion. But, T.I., he been doing a stand-up lately. And he went on stage. Somebody heckled him, questioned him about that, sexual allegations. And he flipped. So we're going to listen to the recording while I smoke. And then I'm going to get into the next topic, which is Tory Lanez, who's been arrested. But right now, let's get into this, It was kind of crazy. He told him, shut the fuck up. You want to stop talking about it. You sound mad. You sound defensive, I ain't gonna lie. People laugh like it was a joke, because he is doing stand-up comedy at the time, mind you. That's a female. That's a female. Oh, she came at him. She said, this ain't a rap battle. Okay, my girl. Don't be intimidated. Okay, shorty, I like that. Don't be intimidated by that star power. I like that. She's serious. She turned up louder than T.I. She said viral. All right, you turning up too much now. He didn't get that loud. Okay, I get it. It was clickbait, courtesy of the Shade Room. I fuck with the Shade Room or whatever else. But it was clickbait. T.I., he turned up a little. But the way they put it in the description is like he went ballistic. And he kinda got on his defense. No more comedy was displayed. He was defending himself and his wife for these allegations. But shouldn't have went. He got to be more professional than that, and that's why we got to give these comedians their credit, because a real comedian, Chris Rock, wouldn't have let that sway him into getting emotional and putting his personal shit into the situation. And that's another reason why I take it away from him, because I never supported him as a comedian. I support him as a rapper. I fuck with him rapping until, the snitch allegations, but that's another subject. It is what it is, you know what I mean? But he's a good dude. The comedy, he might want to fall back on that for a minute, because he's getting too emotional, getting too involved. He's letting the hecklers or whoever affect his show as a comedian. You there to make people laugh. So it's looking ugly. Maybe you need to switch the description to something else. You're not a motivational speaker. You're not I don't know, but maybe a public speaker. Because comedian, it ain't there yet, man. It ain't there yet, homie. It ain't there yet. But the star power let him call himself a comedian. I ain't with all that. I work around stars all day. And, the thing is, they bust their ass. Poor, struggling actors, they get their role, they land their role, and all of a sudden their whole mentality changed, and now they big shit. But they don't remember where they come from. Most of them, you know what I mean? That's why, the star power, that ain't a sell for me. Just because you're a star, that don't mean shit to me. Because you could be a star and a piece of shit. You know what I mean? So we had to touch on that, because T.I., you lost it, homie. You're supposed to be a comedian, you lost your cool. Real comedians don't lose their cool. That's a fact, Jack. So, alright, I'm done with T.I. Let's move on to that next thing. It was nearly 2 years ago. Judge David Harryford revoked Tory Lanez prior bail of $250,000 and raised it to $350,000. After hearing nearly an hour of arguments and finding Lanez is guilty of violating the court order. Order says he's prohibited from contacting Megan Thee Stallion in any kind of way. Tory Lanez had a bondsman with him at the time, so he spent about 5 hours in jail. As soon as he got out, he hopped in the Lambo and told Rolling Stone, a Rolling Stone reporter right there, he said, "I feel amazing," and swerved off in the Lambo. So maybe he did that for a reason. Lanez, whose real name is Daystar Peterson, pled not guilty to the case back in 2020, so he's still fighting. He appeared in court with a black tuxedo, and he had his father with him and a couple of his friends, so he was there, he came in style. His lawyer, Sean Hawley, argued Lanez did not provide a third-party Twitter user and YouTube personality known as DJ Academics in the case before Academics tweeted February 23rd that Tory Lanez DNA was not found on the weapon in Meg Thee Stallion's case. What he said is incorrect. That's a quote that Tory Lanez lawyer Holly told the court on Tuesday. And he was referring to a now deleted tweet that caused a frenzy on social media. It was crazy. Because Academics said the DNA was not found on the weapon, but actually the fact is it was all inconclusive. So he can't say it was found or not, it was inconclusive. Holly also referred to a follow-up February 23rd tweet from DJ Academics that read, "I saw this doc myself. It literally says it was inconclusive in finding Tory DNA on the gun or magazine." Holly argued that also was false because the swab of the DNA also indicated that Tory Lanez was excluded. If he had seen this document, he presumably would have got it right. That's Tory Lanez's lawyer. She basically called the tweets chatter, and she said it's unreliable, which I agree with. It's very unreliable. You never go on, social media and use that in the court of law. Your boy Tory Lanez, he fucked up. Little short dude. He probably got that little man's complex. I don't know. I mess with him. He talented, And if he didn't do what she's saying he did, I messed with him all the way. But basically, what he went on and made a tweet saying, "Act is telling no lies." That's where he messed up at. He's supposed to keep his mouth shut and shut the fuck up and let the judge handle the business. But he made that tweet and he basically said Ack is telling no lies. So he corroborated what Ack was saying, but when and in fact Ack was inaccurate in what he was saying. So he made a big mistake, but I think he's still good, as long as the court and justice is upheld. But he made a big dumb mistake. That was stupid. So basically, he got another charge for saying Ack ain't telling no lies. Well, let me get this right. Ack is telling no lies. He got another charge. He just got out on bail. Over $500,000 bill. $350,000. Basically, and now more details is coming out. She's saying for some reason they got mad. He got mad. He told her, hop out the car. I don't know if he told her to, but she got out the car and he was yelling, dance, bitch, dance, before he started shooting the gun at her. And he shot her in her foot and she fell to the ground and whatever else. I don't know. The detail, the proof and the facts will come out. So basically, he got another charge because he said Ack is telling no lies. Had to pay over another $500,000, $350,000. Well, basically, whatever percentage of that, I don't know. But he had to pay a lot of bread because he said Ack tells no lies. And that's where the game is at. It was a dumbass decision. He was real stupid for that. But at the same time, if he's innocent of these charges, I hope he get that money back because he shouldn't be subjected to that. Real stupid decision, but is the consequences weighing up? I don't know. You asked yourself that question. That was a Bullite News. I had to get that off my chest.